Yeah, I was gonna ask you like what is your take on that? Like if you were to advise someone like let's say fresh out of college or even during like even before like after high school, like what would be that like advice to kind of go on if you don't want to pursue college or if college is the right route?
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean, it totally depends on like your discipline,
yeah,
right? Like, I wouldn't trust like a doctor or something like that. I guess you can't even get your doctorate, right? Like, so there's like that side, right? You can't
yeah,
become an internet doctor, even though I'm sure there's plenty of them. But for something like marketing or even like talking to, I talk to a lot of students with like career stuff, hence like my newsletter. But if they have an idea of what they want to do, then college can be a great place for that. Also, if they just want to experience a new place or meet new people or get out of the house, whatever that is, I think college is a great environment for that. I think more and more if they're not feeling aspirational towards that, or if they're not in the financial situation to do that, or things, whatever, it's easier than ever to not have a college degree and be successful. It will be increasingly easier to do that over time. That being said, we do live in a society that holds value to that, and there are systems in place that provide a lot of value there. Like I wouldn't have started this career. I wouldn't have gone into marketing if I never went to college, probably, just because I met people that were marketing students, and I asked them about their courses, and I'm like, oh, that sounds really interesting. So yeah, I think it's again, it's one of those things where it's entirely situational. But if you just want to if you don't know what you want to do and you just want to make cool YouTube videos, or you want to just study on your own for a while you work at home or help your dad with his lawn care business, whatever it is, you can do that and end up making a lot more money than people around you and being a lot happier or something like that. So I think it's easier than ever, but it's a line in tow.
yeah, for sure. And speaking of learning, I see someone you're someone that's constantly learning things all the time. Like I saw the post you made recently about getting those HubSpot certifications, and you're always learning different tools and different like softwares and things of that nature. Like what inspires you to do that? If you don't mind me asking,
Yeah.
where's your thought process of learning these different things? And
Yeah,
then,
I think
and then
part
from
of it is,
oh sorry, yeah, go ahead,
go
sorry.
for it.
No, I was gonna say from there too, how do you know when to learn something and then apply it, just hold on to it.
Yeah, so I think part of it's kind of what Sid said. It crosses my mind every now and then to go back to school and things like that, or even pursuing some sort of job in academia and being in that situation. I think that's enticing for something especially those HubSpot certifications. That was something where I know that product inside and out. So I'm it's stupid for me to not do these, because I've just worked so much in that platform, and I'm just a big fan of the company, where I'm this is a no-brainer, for me to just do this. So over the course of the last 2 weeks, I've gotten 9 certifications or something from there. And I've just been cranking them out. But for, a few months ago, I wanted to start to learn more SQL and more Tableau stuff. So I was doing data camp classes on that and looking into some Code Academy stuff. I think because that was a very new topic for me, I was just less motivated about it. I got through some intro courses and things like that, but in terms of the daily practicing, which is what I wanted to commit to, that's sort of broken down, because to the second part of it, your question, I didn't have an actual tangible thing to apply that to. Yes, I can talk about that. I can talk about my journey learning SQL, because I'm sure everyone wants to hear that. But I am very much someone to my detriment sometimes, where I'm not going to do something unless there's actual value or actual thing. So sometimes I shoot myself in the foot with that thinking, instead of just doing something for the sake of doing it. But yeah, I think it's a tough thing to motivate yourself, for me at least, if I'm not going to apply it. One of my pandemic hobbies that I wanted to try out was to learn Morse code, and just because I thought that'd be a funny thing to know. And I did it for I was really consistent with it for about 6 weeks, and then didn't do it for a couple days, didn't do it for another week, and then I haven't picked it up since. So because I'm never going to apply Morse code to real life, but I thought that'd be a funny thing to do.
Welcome to The Cabin, a podcast where we interview diverse minds to learn about their paths to building skills and creative confidence. I'm Sid.
And I'm Ibra. Let's dive in.